damage there.
I mean, ITB looks so comfortable right now. This is great
Yeah.
to see from them. Right in mind, we don't have Thomas again. It's the standard of body. I just want to know who's IGLing for them right now as Masuda catches Ekbar completely unawares. As whoever the hell's IGLing this game is doing a much better job than kicking, as harsh as that sounds. That was just such a stunner of a T-side from ITB. 8-4, even with that round where they let, I think it was Lecro steal a defuse on the body's nose. This could have been 9-3, but 8-4 is still fantastic. The mental fortitude, the unwavering sense of dominance here for ITB. It's such a refreshing sight to see, and Project G are left quavering.
Yeah, it feels like, at the start of the game, he wasn't looking like this, but while we progress through the rounds, ITB start looking better and better. And again, now technically they're on their better side right now. So let's see how this one plays out as Project G are setting up for a B play. Or at least that's what it seems at first, unless Milky can find a kill in mid or towards A. Maybe that can change the direction that Project G want to attack in, and he actually might catch a very good timing right now. He's been spotted. Oh, he goes down. Rowland will be the one to take him down.
Smoke coming in. Flash will follow suit, and Misuda, he's all the way in kitchen, but he jumps out. He gets himself into a pretty good position. Nice shot onto X-Cloud. The Dragon will trade. It's still player advantage for the side of ITB. Dragon looking for some more fights, but there's a couple of players waiting for him in kitchen. Rollin in short already, and oh, look at that from Dragon. Gets the first, and Lecro helps out with the second. So all of a sudden, the situation changes, and it's a 3-on-2 favoring Project G. Body makes it equal once again. He's looking for one more headshot, and oh, Lecro runs out of bullets. It's an awkward one, but Lecro will find Rollin, and Body's now out of bullets, even though he could have reloaded there. Lecro will clutch it up. 3 kills and a 1-on-2 clutch, and Project G will find round number 5. Yeah, it was a very kind of awkward this round. It could have went either way.
Apologies, you lost me for a second there. I'm back. We're good.
Welcome back.
My internet just does not like pistol rounds, is what I've learned from today. As ITB, probably not liking them either, given that it is now an 8-5 scoreline. Project G coming in with all of the bells and whistles. Shout out to ZTR, a fellow UMP user, 3-12. Yeah, that's about my KD normally as well. I can relate to ZTR on a spiritual level today, as now the imp goes wild. And Masuda still manages to pick off Dragon with a nice P250-10 to the face. Micro, though, doesn't want anything else to slip by him, and ice hiding in the smoke is quickly discovered, as that means Project G are now up onto 6. But ITB can afford a buy here. Will they be able to stop Project G from spiraling anything further? Oh, also, whilst you're there, don't forget to check out our partners over at Hellcase. $400 giveaway live right now. Scroll down below to the banner in our stream description to find out more. Terms and conditions for how to enter will be there on their website.
I think I might get myself into the... Can I get myself into the giveaway? I don't think I'm allowed to.
No, I don't think we're allowed, but Pop, I can hook you up, man. I got you. Maybe not $400 worth, but I got a few skins knocking about.
Well, I'm gonna need one of those AKs because Lecro's been doing a great job with it. 12-6 right now. He finds a kill into body, trading out after Dragon goes down. So, equal numbers right now here on Mirage. Just pointing out, it is the first buy round for ITB, I guess, for both of those teams. CTR got, didn't get another UMP, which is not nice, but Milky is surprised by Rollin. There was no one there to really check if anyone is pushing, and Milky was not really doing the best job in doing exactly that, so right now, ITB Gonna get the player advantage once again. Xcloud, he actually got himself into a pretty good position here in Sandwich, but Bemis is not risking anything, and he's gonna take him down. There we go, Bemis with a double kill. Although ZTR did find a double as well. It is Bemis to close it out in favor of ITB. And first 5 round, that's plenty. That's enough. You know, they get the 9th round on the board. They stop Project G's advance. Not only that, but they get them into a kind of a weird economical position. It seems like they decide to force up. They're gonna have, I guess, 3 weapons, it seems. I guess you could count the scout as well. They're gonna have 4 weapons and a Tech 9. So, not the worst spy in the world, but if they lose this one, well, ITB should be able to get to 11.
Yeah, the pressure is on the Project G side here. As ITB decide to have 4 players hovering around mid. Now, Xcloud peeks in through Palace, realizes that he's not going to be able to get much done from this position behind a smoke. Crucial, though, behind a smoke of his own, farms up Dragon and Lekro, and Rowland charges into assist. Xcloud and Milky are 2 versus 5, and something tells me that they're probably not going to be winning this round. Xcloud having a pretty poor game so far. 4-12 is where he sits. As Milky nowhere near as bad, but on a scout, well, let's just say he'd be happy with the big green run about now and maybe a couple more surviving teammates. Body gearing himself up for a swing. As Milky does get one more to his tally, Body and Masu to close in on PTG, and with that it's a 10-6 scoreline. And ITB looking to set themselves up to have ample opportunity to close out this map in a fairly simple fashion.
Well, Project G, probably just gonna be Glocks. I don't think you wanna invest anything in this one, especially how ITB are getting closer and closer to the map point, and I want to stop that with AKs. Or, you know, UMPs. That could work as well. Probably not. A lot of damage still to Milky, only with util. And they're just
that
looking for
UMP
the
slander I just detected from you, Paul.
Yeah,
That
you know,
is-
probably against the M4s and all of that. I don't think it's gonna get. Wait, I don't think it's gonna get a lot done. The UMP, but the Glock actually doing a pretty good amount of damage. They take down 2 players. It's
Lekro and Dragon swooping in there. Cheeky 2K on just the Glocks, but the problem is they are 5 rounds behind at an 11-6 scoreline. So as much as it's nice to say, oh yeah, that was good, that's a small success in a full eco round, they needed to be winning that round, and they needed to be coming into it with a hell of a lot more than just upgraded sidearms. But yeah, I miss the old days of 2016 UMP, where it was effectively as big aim punch as the AK. Crazy range on that thing. Yeah, they've nerfed the UMP into oblivion as Crucial Nurse Milky too, snatching away his weaponry and his life. Xcloud, I don't quite know what he's doing there. Whips out his knife in the smoke as Rowland, and it's not a good time to whip out a smoke, a 4-on-4 because of it. Can ITB cling back?
no Xcloud gets final to Bemis, and CTR will eliminate Body. This is a very chaotic round for Into the Breach with kind of a lot of almost mistakes that get them into a pretty bad position at 2-on-4. It's not like they cannot recover, but it's not going to be easy. Misuda looking in towards the B site, and I think Crucial is about to rotate there as well. That is where Project G want to play the round, and there's the player in short. It's going to be ZTR. It's going to be a little bit late to the party. Misuda wasn't spotted. He's just going to hide behind the bench. And Crucial finds Electro. Bomb going down. Misuda. Oh, not able to take down the bomb blander or anyone else for that matter. And it's all down to Crucial. 1-on-2. Could get the ace if he finds the last 2 players. The ace clutch. Dragon and ZTR gonna be looking for the scoped weapon, and they find it. Crucial. Not looking in the direction of Dragon, and it would have been hard. Dragon was kind of in the middle of the map, but that's how he surprised an upper. 7th round on the board for Project G, even though, you know, it was looking good for Into the Breach. It looked you know, as you were saying before, comfortable, but maybe they got a little bit too comfortable. And, you know, taking a smoke out and the middle of connector while you don't know if the enemies are close, maybe that's not the best plan.
I don't know why I thought you just were talking about going outside for a smoke there for a second. You said they were relaxing a little bit too much, and I reckon pulling out a cigarette in a gunfight is probably not the best way to go about things. They got the recliners out already. There's ITV, yeah, they're not done with this one just yet. Project G, still very much a formidable foe. Are they able to slide back into this one? I mean, we just saw what happened to B&E in the previous.
What's that?
What's that in the wall there? Never
That
mind.
is his stat track count hovering, which has
Oh.
been a bit of an annoying issue recently. It happens both in-game and whilst observing. Yeah, I've had a couple of stat track counters just sort of floating in front of me. Val, please fix, as Crucial fixes X-Val to the wall. And that's a very nice response on the limited weaponry. CTR, though, oh, what a luck.
Oh, what a position to be in, but does Bemis expect it? Oh my god, he actually does expect it.
That is
Bemis
such
has
a
got
great
away
read.
with a great kill. It only takes a single bullet of damage as well, Pop.
Yeah, such a great kill. Now they're expecting Crucial to be in Palace, and they're gonna be very right about it. Bomb will be planted, but still 4-on-3 here, favoring into the breach. Oh, Misuda gonna find Melky. There's the upper going down. Lecro inside jungle. Try to cover here, but he's been spotted. Nice shot on Crucial. Dragon finds Misuda, but Bemis comes in with a 3, and now it's all down to Lecro. 1-on-2. Bomb will be tapped. But he's holding, and he's gonna find a headshot. ITB, they will get themselves to map point here on their own map pick. Project G. So they need 5 rounds in a row if they want to extend the duration of this game and get themselves the chance to win this one. Because right now, even if they get to 12, it's only overtime. Need, even then, 4 more rounds.
Well, again, we saw this back in the BNE/G&E versus Team Space game. The 12-5 scoreline for BNE seemed almost easy to convert, but then they fluffed every single chance they were given, and Team Space won 16-13 in overtime. Another massive disappointment for the BNE side. As ITV looking to stave off something similar happening. Again, this is a team that sorely needs wins. It has been a rough ride for them with Kicker up till this point. Dragon and CTR are just the Deegs. Look to lead a pointed offensive despite having that weaker weaponry, despite not having much of a chance. Looking towards window, Body will cross it. He's got another supporting piece to the puzzle in there with him as now Project G starts to regress, and Body's just made a big sound cue in towards the window. Held down by CTR. It's instead Lecro to fight first. He gets that kill.
Oh,
As Bemis, what an adjustment. Rallen furthest forward as Bemis somehow goes down there to the likes of Milky. But it's all up to CTR now in the 1v2 with an MP9. Masuta forced to reload, but Masuta loads the entire magazine into the body of that last Project G player. That will be a 13-7 finish, Pop. And that is pretty impressive stuff for this new look ITB.
yeah. I mean, again, at the start, it was looking pretty equal, but it was ITB in the end to pull away, to look more comfortable, and to be more confident in the end. So they take it 13-7, and that was only the first map, right? We do have at least the second map, and that's gonna be Ancient. Sure, that's the map pick of Project G, and so far they played it 3 times. They won 2 out of the 3 times against Ecstatic and Thunderflash, but lost against Pyramita. And to be honest, Into the Breach, sure, they're on 27% win rate, but they played the map 11 times in the past 3 months. That's actually their most played map. So maybe that wasn't the best map to peek into if you are Project G. But that's all going to happen after a short break. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got more action for you.
very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One expert.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit?
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
And we are back, ready for the second map of the best of three here, ready for Ancient. And to be completely honest, you know, into the breach, they looked pretty good on Mirage. They started off maybe a little bit slow, but after that, it was looking pretty good for them. Now, they're going to play against Project G on a map that they have played before. But, you know, you could say that their results are not really all that encouraging, considering how, you know, they played against... I'm not going to necessarily say worse teams than Into the Breach, right? That's not a nice thing to say, but kind of the
It's a
experience
factual
that...
thing to say. It's okay, Pop.
It
You're allowed
is,
to
but
say it.
it's not nice, you know. It's not nice, but at least, you know, Into the Breach, they have a lot more experience at the higher level of competition than the teams that Project G played against. Is that nice enough?
Yeah, you got Body from G2, you've got Masuta from Vitality, you've got Rowland from Major Acclaim, Crucial, who's been a UK, you know, steal or UK stolen player for the past like 5 years now, as he's been hovering around in Endpoint and ITB. Yeah, these guys have got loads of experience, and they have been playing at higher calibers, higher levels than the majority of this lineup that's coming in on Project G. I mean, Lekro possibly an exception, definitely an exception, excuse me, as otherwise, you know, sort of X-Cloud is one of the newer Turkish stars, Dragon as well. I mean, I feel like Dragon's been around for a while, but never quite achieving that higher caliber of play. But I've dressed up in my ancient player skin, so I blend into the background for this game, make me harder to hit, even with the new graphics. So, yeah, I'm excited to get into that second map. It should be a pretty fun game. It's been a staple map of ITB for a while, but as you said, they have been struggling recently. We'll have to see if they can patch that as we get into the server.
Well then, Ancient. Project G will be starting on the T side with Into the Breach onto the CT side. And at least on this one, we have info on both of those teams. We can see which sides they do better on. And interestingly enough, into the breach, it seems like they do a little bit better on the T side, but Project G heavily favoring the CT side here. So technically, game should be even more exciting into the second half, but even this first one should make for a very exciting game as the smoke is coming in, and it will be an A play. Misuda looking for a headshot through the smoke, but nothing connecting apart from a little bit of damage onto X-Cloud. ZTR will be very slow through mid, but if they can control over Donut, I really like the map control that he got here, but Rollin, he has the dualies, and he'll already took down ZTR, looking for a second, but X-Cloud, what a headshot to get in return.
X-Cloud might have done enough for now, but Lecro and Crucial still battling it out. Dragon and X-Cloud find 2 more, and that should be the conversion, surely. Crucial out of time, out of space to maneuver. Dragon just keeping him stuck in spot. And as much as Crucial is able to find at least a further frag, X-Cloud, the hero of this round for Project G, picks up a triple, and without the pistol round, falls in favour of our mixed stars.
Now into the breach. Not really gonna invest too much into this one. We do see a 5-7 brought up by Crucial, but of course he did get a couple of kills, so he had some extra money. Apart from that, this one should be just a quick and easy round for Project G just to secure the second round. It would be very important for them to have themselves a clean round, a flawless one. And we'll see if the upgraded pistol and the other USPs will do some damage. Crucial does find one, but that could be the only one as they all fall. And it's all down to Rallon with an USP. Slowly backing away, getting himself into Temple. Maybe he can surprise Milky and they can get their second kill here onto an eco round. It would be very good.
Yeah, something tells me he's probably not going to win this clutch, though.
No, I don't think so.
And Dragon confirms it. That's 2 on the board for Project G. And Milky bags himself an extra $300 with that bomb plant after the timer goes off. Now, into the breach, I have a gun rounds here. This is their first opportunity to put a proper, impactful round up on the board. They were able to snatch this opportunity back on Mirage. They were able to win the 3rd round of play, and then the following 2 more. And almost won the next, but then Body did a thing. But we can forget about Body doing a thing because of how convincingly ITB won that first map. It was a very impressive showing, and it's clear that Mirage was an appropriate punish pick, as that flashbang will be punishing nobody but Dragon's own teammates.
X-Cloud, he doesn't expect this position, but Crucial at first, he misses the shots, does connect in the end, but look at that. Wow, what a shot from Dragon. 3-on-3 right now. ZTR still rocking the UMP. Electro does fall, and Bemis denies the bomb plant. ZTR will get the trade, but now he's in a 1-on-2. Tough situation, backs himself into the smoke, gets through Donut. He's on a mission here. And he's looking for the mission objectives. That would be 2 players staying alive. Oh, but Rollin, he might be in the perfect position tonight. There's no perfect timing there for ZTR. He sneaks by. He has no info on this part in the map. Apart from, Lecro going down the vicinity of the B side. He's going to go for the bomb plan, and ITB will realize that they've been bamboozled. ZTR, he has to isolate those 2 duels into, or those duels into 2 1-on-1s. But he's going to get himself into the corner of Eve and wait for the pushes here. Should be able to hear both of those players. Body. Oh, Body spots him. ZTR. Going to try to double peek him, but Body will just land the headshot, so it doesn't really matter. This defuse coming in. He has plenty of time. Just now, the 10-second kind of different sound of the bomb beeping comes in, and he was way after the defuse started. So into the breach. They will get themselves the first round on the board. And again, as we saw in Mirage, just the very fast answers. As soon as the weapons come out, they swing back.
Yeah, I was going to say, a load of time might be a slight overstatement with about 2.5, 3 seconds remaining, but I get what you were trying to say. He had the defuse locked on down, and it got a little bit scary for a moment. Time was bought, the clutch, definitely a possibility, but ITB clutch up again. They win that opening gun round. Project G come in with an AWP on Milky this time. They still got a pretty decent buy behind them with the bomb plant. But certainly not as strong as ITB's. As, Bemis, very blind, still gets away with a frag in tandem with Masuta. That is a rocky start for Project G, made even worse by the fact that Rowland's poached Lekro. It's a 5-on-2 already. We still got a minute 30 left on the clock. And Project G really struggling in these earlier gun rounds, as we saw again back on Mirage. ITB just abusing the fact that they are apparently the stronger aimers on the server today.
Rollin taken down as well. Milky. Very good double kill. But they still need to push through quite a lot of players. Crucial got himself into Jaguar. They're slowly peeking me. That's scary situation, especially with the upper being so low. Bemis gonna shoulder peek into his crosshair, and now it's down to a 2-on-2. Very important triple kill by Milky, and if ITB actually lose this one, well, it's gonna be very bad. Milky goes for the bomb plant. There it is. Masuda peeks out, gets both kills. 1 point. Very nicely done out of Masuda. And it is a tie-up from Into the Breach, but again, just a very good effort by Milky. Almost doing God's work there, but in the end, it is Masuda to close it out. Masuda, who in the first map, you know, he wasn't the top fragger, right? But he seemed very much on point. Just the headshots were connecting always, and I don't know if he had quite the best impact. I mean, he was actually on the lower side of the impact. It was crucial in body to get most of that, but still, it felt like he was doing quite a lot. Look at this. Masuda just headshots constantly.
Yeah, Masuda's having a great game at the moment. A great series, even. As he steps right back into the fold. Masuda's been a little inconsistent as of late. Perhaps that's an unfair statement to be making, but yeah, Masuda in the past 3 months, 1.03 rating. He's definitely had much higher in the past. Bemis and Rowland, the two top performers normally for this squad. With body. He's got B lane control with just an MP9 right now. It's a little bit dangerous, but up against the pistols, I reckon he should be fine. Also, if he's the only one to die in the round, it's not the worst problem in the world. It's a problem easily solved, as the fact that Project G are about to let 3 rounds spiral in favor of ITB again, that's probably their bigger concern at the moment. There's lots of bomb shuffling is happening, but not a lot of movement. They are going to attempt to plant on B, but body again looks to deny, and the timing will elude him.
Well, the flash comes in, and he misses a couple of bullets, but body is able to get away with his life with the help of Bemis. A flawless round here. That's very good for Into the Breach. Now, Project G will get another buy out, so let's see if they can find the answer now. Because, you know, sure, they're better at the CT side. Sure, ITB, they're better at the T side, but you can't really afford to lose a lot of rounds here on the T side. No matter how good you are on the CT side, it feels like, so. In aggression in mid, into the breach. Bemis blinded up, but the smoke does cover him a little bit, and does cover him from bullets. And they're gonna back away. They got quite a lot of info, and also map control in mid, because now if Project G want to push through mid, they have to check all of those angles, because there was presence there before from Into the Breach. They cannot just run out knife in hand through mid.
And they don't really have the util to do that either. Only a couple of flashbangs remaining, one shuffled over. They got a smoke and a Molotov for an execute, which is sort of enough if you go quickly enough. But they would certainly be hoping for a lot more in their back pockets right now. ITB have all of the most useful util. They managed to cling on to a lot of smokes, and with that timer ticking on down, smokes are so annoying to deal with, especially in CS2. No nades to dispel them as Bemis looks to dispatch of a couple of these mid-aggressors. Crucial in the meantime has outdone Milky. He's having a nice game as well here. Bemis on the jiggle will not be challenged, but the problem is we need to see a challenge pretty quickly from Project G. They're running out of time. And Body still here on the B bomb site and has an assistant in Rowland.
Very risky position here for Moralen, but he's gonna get himself into the corner here, and he should be safe. Dragon. Oh, he never expects this angle. That's so good out of Rowland. And there's no more time. Just gonna save the 3 weapons. With the ITB with another one on the board. Now the problem is, sure, they saved the 3 weapons, but Dragon and Milky will not have enough money to buy. I mean, not buy AKs. They could get themselves, you know, Mac 10 and a Scout or whatever they want to go for. But then again, that's gonna lose them quite a lot of potential economy gaining, because they're stuck on $50, $100. Dragon got himself a deagle so that he can have a little bit more util. Are they thinking of a fast play towards B? It was the smoke coming in from into the breach to smoke up double doors, and that actually divides them, interestingly enough.
Yeah, the thing is, though, it'll be pretty divisive and decisive for ITB if they're able to win out this CT half. I mean, typically, Ancients are sort of 7-5 T half affair in this day and age. As Body won't be aging much further. ZTR takes him out as Rowland plays the perfect angle. Can't deny the plan, but does at least thin the numbers of the opposition. Xploud, a nice timing on the peak there, pulls us back into a 2-on-3. Xploud continues spraying on down, and that's Bemis gone, but it's Crucial and Masuta now with a 2-on-1 retake. Milky peering in towards Cave, gets blindsided by Crucial, creeping up behind him. Ult retrieved, and ITB will put another on the board. 5 on the board now as Project G just about keeping themselves afloat with lost bonus and bomb plants, but unfortunately that's not a winning formula. They need to put some more rounds on the board as ITB already hit the minimum benchmark.
Yeah, it's getting a little scary for Project G because things are not connecting, right?
Yeah, the shots aren't connecting. In fact, it looks like some of the players aren't connecting either. Bit of absence from ZTR and Lekro here, especially Lekro, given how spicy his start was at the previous map of Mirage.
Yeah, exactly. He was doing quite a lot there, but right now, not feeling too good. I mean, the whole team, to be honest, it's just ITB. Sure, they lost the piston round, they lost the anti-eco as expected, but then it was just ITB winning round after round. Milky gonna find Body. Dragon with a trade onto Bemis, and now this one looks better. But Misuda is gonna take down CTR, and he's looking for more. Misuda goes down to Xfloud. Rowland, knife in hand, and well, he goes down. And with this one, maybe Project G will kind of, you know, realize that if they try to be a little bit faster, maybe that can work out, because they've surprised like 3 out of 4 players for ITB.
Yeah, it's exactly what we needed to see from Project G here. And speaking of the element of surprise, Lekro still lurking towards this B site, might still dispatch a Crucial. Oh, but the lightning fast reactions from the AWP will keep him alive for a moment more. And that's actually pretty costly to the economy of PTG. They can't really afford to lose any more members now, as Note to self, they've left the entire A bomb site unguarded with the exception of maybe Milky. The shame Crucial doesn't have X-Ray on because he could have started sprinting down and easily could have stuck in a fuse with that kit. But it's not going to happen. This is not the ideal world for ITB. Crucial still might be able to save this all, but it will be PTG slipping up onto 3 and certainly not out of this map just yet.
Yeah, there we go. They need a streak here. As you said, 5 rounds on the CT side. Already very good. Project G, I was curious. When they played against Permita, it was actually a 7-5 first half in favor of Permita, and then when they were T side, and they swapped over and they finished things off on the CT side. Against Thunder Flash, it was kind of the other way around, as you were saying it. 7 rounds on the CT side and 5 rounds on the T side, and that's both halves. And then there's 19 to 16. It was a very, very lengthy game. So I guess it's still very hard to kind of call what to expect even out of the second half. It's a limited amount of matches that we can base our analysis on. Oh, Crucial didn't try to take a shot. Now he takes one onto X-Cloud, and that's actually the bomb dropped. There's still a couple of players from ITB inside the cave, and they turn around, but doesn't really matter. Body got a shot through the wall. Roland trades for his teammate, and now Dragon. He thought he would have been able, to sneak into the A side, try and flank. Well, he's alone.
Yeah, what a clean adjustment from Rowland there, and Crucial has been a dangerous man to come up against in this second map. Dragon ensures he is still a danger. I mean, anyone with the name Dragon, you would at least hope so. As Rowland won't be surviving any further in the round. But that's 6-3 for ITB. They guarantee themselves an equalizer at the half and double the round count of PTG. Yes, there will still be money on this T-side come the next round because of the lost bonus, but X-Cloud only $300 to his name. Otherwise, we'll be looking a little worse for wear. ITB on the flip side, wearing their pride on their chests, as they have every reason to do so. This has been a great start for them here on the CT side of Ancient. Again, still a very difficult map to play the CT side of due to the updates and the timings.
Project G. Well, unfortunate for them that they couldn't, streak 2 rounds together. That would have helped them quite a lot. But now, do they change up? Do they go for a little bit more aggression again? Or because it seems like they just went back to kind of the safe play style. Electro gonna find 1 kill, but Misuda trades because there was aggression through mid. Although Milky, he finds a kill into Misuda, and mid is kind of covered right now. At least into the breach can't really go towards mid safely. But they have a pretty good crossfire here. Body gonna venture with Bemis into mid. But Project G, they're thinking of changing up the play, going towards the B side, and that wouldn't be a bad call because Body, he was pretty far away from the site. He's just going to move into the site now, so he could still be a real danger as for when they will try to push in. Yeah, they're going to drop the molly, try and slow them down a little bit more.
Yeah, Body's going to need some help sooner rather than later, and I understand that the mid flanks take time, but how much time Body has left is very much up in the air at the moment. ETR, no way does he plant on top of Body. Oh, but Body doesn't quite land the conversion as Crucial somehow gets a wallbang kill, but it's Milky to respond instantaneously, finding another wallbang kill. I really don't know where these wallbangs are coming from, but Milky comes straight for the throw to Crucial and dispatches of him swiftly. Beam is forced to run away As yeah, just wasn't enough support for Body and anywhere near the pace required. ITB let one more slip into the PTG camp. Will be 6-4 we're playing with, but Crucial can drop here. We will just about have enough money for a buy if Bemis can stay alive. Bemis, that was a whiff and a half. Gets 180 upon, and that complicates things as now Crucial relied upon for rather a lot of rifles here.
Tactical pause called in here by Into the Breach. Not that, things are necessarily getting out of hand, right? It's they basically secure the equal score at the end of the first half, but it's just the fact that it was looking very good, and then it wasn't because Project G, they start to get kills where Into the Breach, maybe they kind of overextend sometimes. So we'll see what this tactical pause will give them. I really like that, aggression in mid from Into the Breach with like 3 players. I feel like that actually works out pretty well considering how Project G, they don't really contest. They don't really push through the smoke with flashes or anything of the sort. They just like to play it safe. Maybe because of that, the ITB can get a little bit more map control. Flashes are coming over and there's a smoking window, so Bemis can't really see anything. Dragon will be by himself. In the meantime, they are taking their attention towards A main, where Crucial will find Melky and Misuda finds Xcloud. Well, it seems that wasn't the right way to go.
Yeah, perhaps not, as ITB lead with a 2-man advantage here. 2 rounds, 2-man advantage, looking to extend both to 3. As Project G on the flip side run into a bit of a rut, a bit of a wall as Crucial. Walls Electro in a shallow grave. It's now a 5-on-2, and Project G, they've run out of steam, at least in this round. The only solution here is to pick up the pace, charge down A, and deal with Masuta, but he's already got backup in Bemis. And Crucial still having a banger game right now. Masuta as well cannot be underestimated as, well, point proven. 3 kills to his name in the round. Project G left limping. ITB another 7-4 scoreline. Can they extend this onto their second 8-4 half in a row?
He's so clean with it, my god. Yeah, would you say if ITB gets an 8-4, that is an extraordinary half here, Tom?
I would completely say that's an extraordinary half. Again, Ancient's been a little bit more T-sided than CT in recent times, and the fact that they'd be able to do back-to-back 8-4s, super impressive, especially given they're not playing with a dedicated IGL at the moment, at least not that I'm aware of. Body has been brought in for assistance as... Ooh, okay, that's a nice frag from Lecro. I think Body was IGLing on Falcons for a little bit, so... I mean, clearly he knows what he's talking about, and he's gotten ITB victories before. It's just a shame for Lecro, their previous stand-in, that he's getting mullered so vivaciously here as Masuta will get shut down. Rallin responds with a frag. 2 versus 3 right now as Project G have their best chance at a conversion in quite some time.
Yeah, it turned into a really weird situation there, and it all started, it feels like, with Crucial going down to Lecro and, just being in a weird position with the op scoped in. Dragon will take down Body, and it's all down to Rollin. There it is, ZTR, gonna finish him off. 7-5, favoring ITB. And they're gonna swap sides, see how ITB do on the T side and Project G on the CT side. But yeah, it was kind of a very, very uncomfortable situation where Crucial goes down, then they cannot trade him fast enough. They do linger for too long while Project G gets control over the A site, and then Donut is where they find the duel not being ready for it. So yeah, kind of a weird situation there for ITB. But Project G, they will take it. They will be happy with it. And now, pistol round is going to be, I would say, pretty important. ITB, sure, if they win it, they only get up to 9, maybe 10. But it's just for the confidence, because I feel like ITB, you know, they lost the previous pistol round. They lost the second half pistol round on Mirage as well. So it would just feel better for them if they managed to win it. But Lekros here and is looking for some headshots. He gets dinged. And ZTR, he goes down to 25 as well. Misuda taking down Dragon, and they have full control of the site. Very nicely done so far by ITB. Can they hold on to the site, though? There's some team damage as well, but it doesn't really matter. They're looking for kills. They're looking for headshots, and they're going to find them. Rollin will end it with a double kill, and it is ITB on to 8.
Yeah, massive result there for ITB. They're looking fantastic, and they finally win their first pistol round. Project G in the doldrums, likely going to have to give up a 9-5 scoreline here. And in the immortalized words of Dolly Parton, what a way to make a living. As ITB looking to start making a living again, they ain't been hitting much prize money lately, that much I can assure you.
Well, let's see if you're right, Tom.
I rarely am.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, body down to 1. Oh, ZTR found a kill.
Okay, I feel like I might be right on this occasion.
Yes, you
there
are.
we go. It's 9-5. What a way to make a living, Pop. I had to. It's customary. And I'm glad I got to say it, as this could be the last map that I cast for a very long time.
Yes, indeed. Oh, that hits the feels.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure to be working it with you, Pop. I'd almost forgotten. I'd become quite immersed in the gameplay here. ITP having a great time. As, yeah, I hope I do as well. I'm going to miss all of you guys here at CCT. I'm going to miss casting. I'll start getting further emotional in a moment, I'm sure. Yeah, otherwise a very nice nade to start things off from Dragon. There's that roaring down middle, and around them put down onto 45 points of health. Beamers also taking some chip. It's not a nice start for ITB, but let's see how they finish.
Milky just waiting in Donut. Oh, there we go. They're finding the kills here, Project G, but Beamus was looking to be extra aggressive, and he was punished there by ZTR. X-Flab swings out, takes down Misuda. Crucial, all alone against 4 players. And Lekro will be one of those 4 players that takes him down. It's a team ace for Project G. Every single player got a kill there, but into the breach. They sent a lot of players into mid, but feels like they didn't take into account all the possibilities there, you know. Project G just slowly swinging from Donut and having players in Red Room. So that's a very good answer here for Project G. Into the breach. Surely they're gonna slow down and play a little bit. Now that, you know, the fast play didn't really work out all that well. Although Dragon is a very good position, and he actually dinks body. CTR will take down body, and there's the opening kill going the way of Project G.
Yeah, Project G keeping themselves alive, which is nice to see. As ITP respond with a couple of wallbang attempts, unfortunately missing all of those shots onto ZTR. As he's had a significant personal improvement here, if I'm not mistaken. He was a little underwhelming at times in the first half and first map, but he's working on it. And ITP attempting to work their way back onto these bomb sites, definitely showing more signs of struggle than we had earlier on. They come knocking, cave tested. As Milky forced back, maybe Rallan's able to pick up a frag here. Yes, he is. Crucial doubles up. Hold on a minute. 5v3. Oh, excuse me, 5v4 turned 4v3 in favor of ITB, despite having the weaker weaponry.
Oh, Electro. He's going to surprise Bemis, but not the rest of them. Rollin already getting close. Oh, playing into that smoke. I don't know if that's the right play. He's going to think about that, and he's going to back away. Dragon finding Misuda. And he's looking for Rollin. He knows that he should be someone or somewhere close by. X-Cloud, very nicely done. Crucial. 1-on-2, 14 HP. Just gonna hold on to the angle. Finds the first, but not the second. X-Cloud. He's gonna save the day there. And oh, that was a little unfortunate there for ITB because Rollin, he was the full HP player and he was just hugging the wall. The pre-fire from X-Cloud through the smoke was so smart.
Yeah, that converts another round for Project G as ITB slow into a bit of a grinding halt. Nothing more than maybe a couple of upgraded pistols come into this round as Project G also apparently favouring the CT side a little here. The rather underwhelming ends to their first, but already netting 3 pretty important rounds in this second. ITB, what can they do in order to keep this ship a-sailing? Body on 1.5k here, all of them on pistols. 3 Tech 9s, a PT-50 and a Deagle. Will that be enough to even find them a kill though? Look at that nade damage ripping through their lines.
Into the breach. Waiting for aggression at a Project G. Basically no reason for aggression. They can just wait for the Tech 9s to swing in. There's no util on the side of ITB. Even if they get to the site, it's going to be very hard defending the site after getting the bomb planted. The third player coming in towards the B site. Necro. Oh, he takes down Rollin through the smoke. A flash to come in, just to delay them a little bit more. A smoke to cover. And it's 30 seconds left. They're going to have to get a move on at some point, but I don't think they're going to get away with a lot in this one. I'm going to be completely honest, even though they have armor, sure, but it's going to be kind of mid-range duel with the Tech 9s. They need to get through 3 players. Yeah, Lekro just lining up 2. And, well, they find a kill. At least that. Okay, Crucial. He finds a double.
That was a little sneaky. Sneaking in that second frag there, Crucial. Plus a bit of further economic damage encourages a double reinvestment. ZT are actually going to need a drop there. So if ITB win this round, they actually do a lot of damage to that CT side economy. Afro $200, ETR 700. Milky barely above 1,000 as ITB. Well, obviously experiencing similar and worse financial issues. Yeah, there's a lot banking on them winning this round as much as their bank balances themselves. Hopefully they're able to show a little bit more oomph, a little bit more presence like they have been for the rest of this half. And this A hit should be and could be perfect if they go out now. They slowly waltz out. There's only one defender here in X-Cloud. No more rotations yet to come in. And Masuta, that's a lovely opener. Dragon shooting between 2 targets. Cannot convert on either. A flash forces him away as Milky forces Crucial out of the round, but the bomb's already on rotation.
Dragon struggling to connect a headshot here. Oh, and CTR will take him down, but he's going to take down Body as well, so at least keeps it equal. Flash deploy, not yet ready to get the bomb to the side. The problem is they have no one to, or no smoke to cover Donut. Oh, Rollin. This will be the 3rd time he goes down through a smoke if he falls now. ZTR. Smart spamming. Oof. Rollin got away this time. Oh, but the smoke is ready for Donut.
From ZTR. He's actually just smoked off the perfect angle. One towards Donut and another towards A main. Hold on a moment here. This defuse could really come into fruition. They've got 2 kits. Masuta close and personal. Here's Lekro tap the defuse. They send the only man without a defuse kit onto the bomb to start with. I don't really understand what the game plan was there. As ITB win the round with 3 left alive. And Project G, it's these silly little misplays that are really starting to cost them. Not that Lekro lived very long anyway.
Well, Roland got his revenge. He wasn't killed through the smoke. He got a kill through the smoke. Now, ITB, they managed to reach double digits. And this one shouldn't be that complicated. Project G back to pistols. Bemis, to be completely honest, being this close to a smoke when you're against pistols, I don't know if, you know, it's the best approach, but luckily for him, all the players from Project G were focused on the B site. They're just gonna take the A side. Why not, right? Play together, and yeah.
Excuse me, a voice crack as I tried to jump in there. But as I was saying, it worked in the previous round. Why not do it again? Now you're up
Yeah.
against an even weaker buy. And Body does exactly that. Body's dragging out the server. And that's why you don't stand too close to a smoke when you're up against pistols, because they have a particular tenacity to just jump through them. Rowland, a lovely nade to pursue X-Flab. Masuta mops up, and that's a flawless round for ITB. They do not take a single point of damage. 11-8 now. One away from match point, as those odds looking pretty heavily in favour of, I want to say, the UK side. I know that's a little disingenuous, but the red side versus the boys in blue, no doubt feeling a little blue themselves. 2 auto shotguns brought out, Pop. I mean, I know the shotguns are a lot better in 2 than they were in Go, but that does seem a little desperate to me.
Yeah, it's a very tough situation to be in. Project G, again, a team that made it through the group stage or the Swiss stage with a 3-0 score. To get matched against Into the Breach, and right now they're looking down the barrel. It's from the wrong side.
Of all the teams you'd want to come up against in this playoffs bracket, I feel like ITB's a decent draw, or at least they should have been. Especially if they were still under their former IGL, but apparently this refreshing Body addition, albeit temporary, has done wonders for them. Crucial, wonderful frag. Lecro at least able to respond. As it's a 4 versus 4 to deny match point, but hold on a minute, it might be desperate, but X-Cloud still finds the auto-shotty frag. The one problem is now, there's nobody on the actual beat bomb site. They are all playing retake through Cave and CT.
Roland looking to get ahead of the opposition. Oh. X-Cloud is getting close, but the flash comes in. The flashes come in, and he gets both!
Oh,
Roland,
no.
that is insane! Misuda will get a double kill as well, and that is ITB on map and series point. What is that from Roland? Just keeps on spraying, even though he's fully blinded, and he gets both headshots. That is amazing. Oh my god.
Rowland is so good at spray control that he is able to be completely blinded and just off of a really good crosshair placement before the flash, holds left click, mows down 2, and look at the buy again for the likes of Project G. We are seriously staring down the barrel of a 2-0 here. 4 chances to close for ITB, and this is one of the best that they're going to get. 3 MP9s, a scout on Milky, X-Cloud, it's the auto shotty again. But CTR does get cheeky, so does Lecro. Oh my god, look at this dismantling. I've been hyping up ITB, but PTG still has something left to say, it seems. It's all up to Rowland and Masuta, and something tells me this 2-on-5 might not come to fruition. Yeah,
Well,
is
Roland,
this the same ITB, Pop? 2 rounds in a row?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, feels like Rollins just woke up. He's up for the ace clutch now.
You think he's got it in him?
I think he's got it, but
Okay, bold predictions from Pop. Rowland's got the ace clutch in him, and that's a pretty good start. 35 seconds to go, though. That's probably my main concern. And the fact that that Molotov has now ruined his attempt. Ooh. Close but no cigar. Now a three-man crossfire in middle. I respect the effort. He's got a bit of money. Now he doesn't. Nor a rifle. Good round from Project G. Really good round, in fact, given what they came into it with.
You know, if he gets the kill onto X-Floud there down in mid, I feel like that's the tipping point. But he didn't. He didn't realize that. Could have seen him. So now into the breach will call for another technical pause. They do have another buy. So let's see how this one will look as Project G hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, Project G. I don't think they've actually called attack timeout this series. It has been ITB calling a couple of them. No coach on the Project G side. Maybe in the first map, but not in
I think they
Ancient,
did
to
in
my
the
knowledge.
first map.
Yeah, I feel like both teams did need that breather, though, because no doubt tension rising right now. Project G attempting to advertise themselves to teams, increase their stocks. A quarterfinals berth in a tournament like this would be incredibly rewarding for them, especially in such a competitive scene for teams and sponsors. But ITB, they're going back to Old Faithful. They're going back to the A bomb site. Milky definitely about to be challenged. X-Floud here for support, but how much can they withstand? As Crucial is the first man in.
Oh, Crucial. He didn't realize it. He
He's not
saw
seen it.
Milky. Oh, Milky. Able to get one and help out X-Floud with a second kill. And, well, that goes just so downhill. He's seen him at, like, at the edge of the scope, but, you know, maybe when you play 4x3, you can see him. I don't know exactly, but... Or
Well,
maybe
that was
just
his
he
timing.
didn't realize it.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit of elbow in between the box and the wall, and as he walks across, I just don't think he saw it. Or at least
Yeah.
didn't register it. There's Rallen now. Needs to register a 2k towards this B bomb side if they want to stand a chance of getting back into the groove of things. But look at this from Bemis. He's getting very up close and personal towards Donut and Draken as he pushes forward. Might well catch his bomb carrier off guard, but Crucial provides Overwatch. And the cave push actually denied. Rowland even converts the frag. We're back to a 3-on-3.
Oh, they got Milky waiting. And he's in such a good position. Bemis didn't check this one. Crucial will find the trade though. And now can they find Lecro? I don't think they ever expect him. There we go. There's the kill on Rallen. Crucial swings out. And he could swing out one more. Oh,
No way.
Crucial. 1 HP. X-Cloud peaks. But Crucial gets the quad kill. And that is into the breach. Winning it. What a clutch from the upper. Oh my god. What a quad kill to end it all here for Into the Breach. 2-0. 13-9 on Ancient.
Crucial, that is absolutely fantastic. He plays that one so perfectly. He sends his teammates in first on the rifles, on the lower HP, plays off the back of them perfectly. He is the trader. He is set up market on that B bomb site. And that was just a sensational way to close things out. Really well done there from Crucial. My hands were above my head in surprise. But 1 HP. 1 HP was the difference maker there. The swing comes in too soon. They try and deny across to the bomb site, and it ends up biting them in the ass, Bob, as that will be a 2-0 to Into the Breach in a pretty impressive fashion, given everything that's going on with that lineup for the moment. Now,
Yeah.
I do want to say one more thing, Pop. I want to say, first of all, thank you for being with me for my last cast for quite some time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to CCT for having me for over a year now. That has also been a pleasure. I've been able to do what I love for a job, and that is already a massive gift. But I am going to take a step back from casting for a little bit of time now. I'm moving to Norway, and I'll be working as a community manager for Heroic. There we go. It's out there now. I'm also their new 5th player because, as you saw, the lineup's not doing too good at the moment. So yeah, me and Ericsson are going to be switching in and out there. But no, I'm super excited. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been so accommodating. This has been a truly special year for me.
Oh, you know, Sneaky. We do hear. I don't know if that's being picked up on the stream, but we do hear some claps from our wonderful producers that we've been working with for the better past of a year. well, Sneaky, of course, we're all gonna miss you. It was awesome to have you on as a duo. Always fun, and we all wish you very good luck on your next endeavor. Right? Hopefully, we'll get to work together again. But yeah, that's
Gonna miss you all. I'm gonna miss casting with you, Pop. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks production. You guys have been special as always.
Of course. So, with that being said, Sneaky, it's hard now to close out this segment of the stream, but yeah, I'll just do it. So that was the second best of three of the day. We got two more best of threes to go through. It's gonna be a change of caster, so you're gonna see some new faces after the pause. It's gonna be quite a lengthy pause because this was a 2-0, but yeah. With that being said, once again, it's a little we're ending on a little sad note here that Sneaky is not going to be present on the streams, but it was awesome to have as a duo, Sneaky, and I'm sure we'll see each other.
We'll
with the
see
next
each other
decade.
soon, Pop. Don't
Yeah.
worry. It's okay. Yeah, thank you again to everyone for coming to watch. Best of luck for the rest of the teams in this playoffs bracket. And on that note, goodbye for a little while, but I'm sure you'll see me soon. Goodbye.
A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One X-bet.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One expert.
Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select a mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
The champion of champions.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another episode of the CCT podcast.
We've got a ton to talk about, man. There's just so much action.
It feels like it's never ending.
Hey guys, we have another interview for you today. Very special guest, Speedy.
First, a funny thing, they also call me Grandpa in my team because I'm so old.
What are your general thoughts on what might come for the next couple of months of CS2?
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
And greetings, everybody, and we are back. Hayes is here with us yet again. I mean, if you were here yesterday, we've got the exact same duo. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. Been some good weather here. Had a good gym session. Enjoyed the beach. Life is great at the moment here in South Africa, man. My birthday in a couple days as well. So yeah, I'm living it up, man. Yourself, you good?
Oh, I mean, I've just been working and getting my hands dirty the entire day with paint and yeah, dust all over me with the new house. So I've been having a great time as well handling that. But look, now that there's people who need to start moving in as well, and that's moving into the next round. We can have a look at the bracket because we do have teams that are going to be playing here today. We've already had teams that have been playing. Team Space taking down Guild Eagles. That is a pretty big surprise to some, probably, because Guild Eagles, that was, I mean, that's Bad News Eagles, right? So everybody expects them to win over Team Space, but Team Space, they've been on the tear.
Yeah, they have. It's quite brutal for this Bad News Eagles team / now Guild Eagles. They just haven't been in great form for a while, and to be losing a game of that nature doesn't really look great for them. So that means we've got Space versus Into the Breach lined up. The first game you and I are going to be doing of the day is Ecstatic against Eyeballers, and then afterwards 9 Pandas against Legacy, and that's going to then populate the rest of our quarterfinals.
Exactly, and for everybody that doesn't know, Legacy is a South American team fielding Cold Zero as well. They used to be Fake Natty. Was that their previous name? But either way,
Yes,
I
that
think
actually
so.
was them,
Yeah,
yeah.
they played in the online finals. But yeah, we can talk about that one later. That's going to be an interesting matchup to see whether Nine Pandas can keep up the form that they've had recently. But moving over and starting with the matchup at hand, let's look at the roster from Ecstatic first. And not a whole lot of changes. It is a spectacular roster that have kind of had a tad bit of a downfall, but each and every single individual, especially Salazar, who when he came into the roster, looked a tad bit rocky, but he's definitely been able to work into it. And these Ecstatic lads, all of a sudden, they have some great runs here and there.
Yeah, I feel like they've really settled down on their roster, right? I mean, the core of this team have been together for over a year now, and Kragan, Queenix, and Salazar, Nodios, and Patty joining. Of course, Manx was a part of the team previously. He went across to Matey, and that brought Patty into the team. Patty is the IGL. There aren't many full Danish rosters left around, with full Danish teams, and you don't have many Danish IGLs in these full Danish teams left around. You look at Heroic, and they're going through all the changes that they've gone through. That means Cadian's not a part of it anymore. Of course, someone like Carrigan's a part of FaZe. Astralis, the one team that does come to mind, that's a full Danish team and has a Danish IGL. But you look at future IGLs coming through from Denmark, and I think Patty's one of those guys that you have to kind of earmark and look forward to in the future. Preezy, I suppose, is certainly a team that also deserves a mention. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how Ecstatic will perform today. Let's have a look at their opponents' eyeballers, though. We've got a derby, right, in terms of the Nordic region, or the Scandinavian region as it used to be called, with the Swedish squad of eyeballers.
Yeah, exactly. That's always interesting. I don't know how much beef there is between Sweden and Denmark in general. I feel like Norway and Denmark, or Norway and Sweden, at each other's throats. But Heap, the newcomer to this roster, obviously with Flusher retiring, you needed somebody else back in the roster. But this is a very old team, and not because they play weirdly, but because they're so off and on. They've got matches where they obliterate somebody, and then they still end up losing the best of three. I think last time that was the case, they won 13-3 against BetBoom on BetBoom's map pick, and proceeded to then get 13-1 in their own pick of Mirage, right? So they have a struggle with the consistency, but they've been beating some good teams, man. They've been beating Forge, they've been beating Aurora, Soul as well. Soul weren't with Mutris at that point, but this is definitely a roster that Heap has brought a lot to, being the newcomer, even though not necessarily in terms of his own individual numbers. It does seem like he is kind of that missing piece that now fully accelerates the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing Flusher would have been massive for them, right? And it means that they had to shift the IGL duties as well, and it wouldn't have been Heap who came into the team that would be calling. I'm pretty sure it's Shine who's now calling for eyeballers. And I agree, it just seems like the consistency is something they might lack at the moment, but their highs are really high, and if they can hit those highs, then they look great, right? You just got to kind of wonder who's the star player, because you've got a bunch of really good players, but who's the player who's going to go above and beyond? Who's going to be the one to sort of take the game by the scruff of the neck and can just sort of win them a map single-handedly? And that's kind of, I think, a bit of a deficiency for eyeballers right now.
Yeah, most definitely. It's not even necessarily in a map itself. It's literally per half. Like, somebody can pop off and then fall flat, and then you have nobody else to kind of pick up the slack. But we can continue on and look at what maps we're going to be seeing here today. No Vertigo coming through. We've got Overpass, which is always a scary pick against eyeballers. Now that Flush is not there anymore, perhaps it's a bit of an easier pick, but that's just a comfort one for Ecstatic through and through. Eyeballers then going for their own comfort in Inferno, which is also a map that Ecstatic don't really mind playing. But tell you what, eyeballers are currently on a 7-map winning streak on Inferno. This is a scary veto here, man, but for both teams, really.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we've got a map pool here where both these teams are going to feel really comfortable, right? Which is great, because then that means we should get some really high-level Counter-Strike out of them. I will say, Inferno is a bit of a scary prospect for Ecstatic. Yes, they play the map, but the results are somewhat 50-50, so I'd say winning Overpass is really important, so they don't have to go Inferno to try and save the series. they'd have that insurance policy of Ancient, basically, which hasn't been a phenomenal map for either of these teams, but still kind of leaves it middle of the road in that regard. I'm looking forward to this, man. I really am. You know, Ecstatic versus Eyeballers, not normally a matchup you'd associate with a playoffs matchup, an opening playoffs matchup. You know, both these teams normally making their way through the Swiss stage. Of course, this time it was Eyeballers who came through the Swiss stage. Oh, excuse me, Ecstatic who came through the Swiss stage, and Eyeballers were invited directly into the stage of the competition. So that's a step up for them.
It's definitely a step up, but now they have to prove themselves. I think it seemed like Eyeballers would, to a certain extent, even prefer being in the Swiss stage. Obviously, yeah, okay, great. Instant pass through to the playoff, fantastic. It doesn't immediately bring you any money. You've got a relatively new player to the roster, so I reckon you want to grind out as much officials as possible. So Eyeballers being here directly, they're going to have to fend off Ecstatic, who technically are higher. Actually, I don't know whether that's true, whether they're higher in the world ranking. Only slightly. Eyeballers have got 42nd in the world and Ecstatic 45th. But look, the first map is live. Overpass. This will be a doozy all the way through. Let's go on to Overpass.
All right, well, here we go. First map of the series about to get underway. One expects our partners, our title partners, have this at near 50-50, and that makes a lot of sense. Eyeballers' choice of sides coming into Overpass. It's a CT start for them, and it's a stock standard setup. 4 players towards B, 1 spotting middle. Heap gets info. He will... Well, he should fall back here, but he hasn't, and it's a lot of aggression out of Eyeballers through water. They're not going to sit back waiting here. They want to try to force the issue.
Oh, this is a bit of an issue, though. Salazar with the P250 actually able to get the kill on Pepsor, and Shine and Heap simultaneously going down, and Ecstatic. Gust the win, pick up the first round very quickly. Man, oh man. If this is anything to say about the rest of the map, this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, we are expecting a big clash between these two teams. It's not like we have any significant favorites coming into this matchup. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these two teams clashing into one another throughout the match.
I'm talking about the aggression, though, that they showed.
I know, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Clashing, just bashing and smashing one another. And I would like to see that pace as well. But a map like Overpass doesn't really lend itself to that style all too much.
Batty. Oh, no. This is actually very problematic because it's not just Batty that went down. There's the player right behind him, so that's now an AK picked up. It's Pepsor currently wielding it. Kragan has to be careful. Up against the AK, that's a quick shutdown, and nobody... That's crazy. You pick up an AK and you send it completely solo. Now it dies, and there's nobody in the spot to pick it right back up. JW is also going to go down. And I feel like Eyeballers, they had a great way into the round, but they're not utilizing it at all.
Yeah, greed. I feel like that's just greed coming through from them. You get the 5v3, recover some weapons. You probably just want to fall back all the way into the bomb sites. You've done your job at that point. You put Ecstatic in an awkward position. Then you end up offering individual gunfights to the T side. They find both of those kills, and now it looks a whole lot better for them, doesn't it? So this should be an easy recovery for Ecstatic. However, even if Eyeballers could get one more kill here, that would still certainly be welcomed.
Get some information. Surely he was spotted as well, right? Oh, I guess now he is. And they're still going to run down Shine. And there is no chance for him at all. Not another kill for Eyeballers, even after they were the ones to get the initial 2. Yeah, as you mentioned, the greed just getting to them. Thinking that they've got a path back over towards the A site. They did not, but still some damage done, and now Eyeballers can get into the swing of it.
Man, I've just been getting eaten alive by mosquitoes lately, and so how I deal with that is I get something super hot. You know, right now I've got my coffee plunger here with some boiling water in, hold that against the bite, and that kind of kills the protein and the poison, which takes the sting away, but God, it hurts, so
crazy.
That was the reaction you guys heard there.
The little cross.
Yes.
Like if you make a cross, that apparently actually works as well. That's not just a myth.
Mate, I have dug my nails into my skin, and these mosquitoes in South Africa, I guess, are just built different. Either way, into the first gun round we go. Eyeballers looking to make a mark. They don't have an AWP here, which is obviously a big part of the defense on the CT side of Overpass. That AWP plays an integral role They're not going to have the luxury of the sniper here, so they have to get it done with rifles alone. It was quite funny in the previous round when Patty used the molly and lowers, you know, just dropping his util to try and clear out some space, and he forced 3 players into him.
And then fumbled the bag big time. Let's see what Heap does here. Goes 1 for 1, but JW still very compact. Had the drop on Salazar most certainly, but it is still Ecstatic who come out on top. The Rays net out of Patty, but sure. It wouldn't have done any damage anyway. Ballers are going to save it the rest of this round. Yeah, that
was a nice setup there. Go for it, mate. Yep.
It's pure panic, I think, from Patty in the previous round.
Yeah.
With all the utility, you start smashing buttons. You want to get back as quickly as possible.
You're just going through the motions, right? Yeah, I'm going to drop the molly and lowers, you know, make sure that I'm clear out the corners, easier when I push forward, and then all of a sudden you flush 3 players out as Nodios will actually get that kill on Sapik as well. And now Shine, well, he's just in it to try and save his M4, and he should get the jump on Patty for sure. Certainly expect him to get this, although now Patty's pushed so far forward. Okay, Shine still gets the frag, and there won't be any further pursuit here from the T side. Great start though for Ecstatic. That gun run works really well. I was a little bit concerned for them towards long because of the double man setup in towards bathrooms from Eyeballers. Sure, Ecstatic get the first kill, but I wasn't expecting them to account for JW as well. They still deal with him pretty easily, and once they get that 3rd kill in towards bathrooms, there was no hesitation from Paddy at all. That was just knife out, running towards the A site, and really well read.
And also so much restraint. After they've already won the round, sure, you can keep that A1S, that's fine. You're probably not going to be able to win the round with that because you're not in a position where you can easily snowball that one weapon. Sure, you can get a kill, maybe even 2, but then they'll just go elsewhere. On the T side, that hero weapon, perhaps a bit more prevalent. I saw this a whole lot more from Shine. Able to spot Queenix. I think it was Heroic that we're doing it in Thunderpick World Championship, and I'm really surprised that I haven't seen more teams do it because I really like the fluidity of your position there where you can just quickly peek to the left and catch somebody off guard.
Are you talking about blowing the squeaky door open?
No, I'm talking about like being able to hide behind the pillar on the boost up.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That is a nice way to kind of play the position. And I actually like the initiative coming through here from Shine as well with his M4 looking to get himself in the round. Their first frag found. Sapik doesn't realize how close Nodios is, but Nodios could be biting off more than he can chew. Completely blinded up. It's another 5 versus 3 in an eco for Eyeballers. They have to shift the defense up towards the A-bomb site. The M4 is there right now. JW spots one long, so the cavalry is going to arrive soon enough.
And this is a way better eco for Eyeballers because they've got that A1S in their Deagles as well. Shine trying to spot the head of Patty. Kragan is able to open up the frag, and Salazar just got 2 kills with a USP. I think he wants to level the playing field. He's most certainly leveled the ground with Eyeballers. Mopped him up. Ecstatic are going to be able to get that plant through. Now it's just up to Sapik with a smoke, and that's it. I guess an AK as well, but no armor.
Are they about to do it again? Recover another 3 versus 5 in an anti-eco round. Sapik doesn't have armor, but he certainly has the frag. He's running out of ammo, and Kragan not going to waste any time as he steps out to finish off the job. Kragan's been putting up phenomenal numbers as of late here for this Ecstatic outfit, and he's already started very nicely here on Overpass as well. 7-1 as we head into another gun round. This time there will be a sniper for the legend JW. Let's see what he can accomplish with that big green gun.
And the Orper's playground. You're unable to pop off with it here, then where can you really do something with it? JW has been strong there. He's hard hitting. At least when I saw him against Betboom, he was the one setting the tone. More spectacular stuff. Ecstatic. Thus far, they just have been the better team. Definitely shaky, considering they've had a lot of rounds that should have been easier, to be honest. Up against 2 ecos and you still have a 2-man deficit and you have to fight it back. That's annoying at the left of the scope. All that flickering.
Yeah, that fan. Well, it's a fan spinning there. Maybe just cool you down a little bit while you're standing there.
The wind through your hair.
Not like JW has been too hot in the server just yet, 0 and 4.
Yeah. And he's from Sweden, so it's probably not too hot
there
either.
Yeah, I've been having a look at the weather because I'm going to be heading to Sweden in the next week, and I am Yeah, not really looking forward to the weather, to be honest with you.
No, understandable. But it's a nice type of cold. Ecstatic. A lot of bodies going cold now as well. Still, only one man down.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like they had much going for them in the round. The problem is that Kragan's now trapped. Does he have a flash to force JW back? I don't think so. Oh, JW can't connect on the shot. Okay, so he gets out of dodge. 30 seconds on the clock now. They're going to shift themselves in towards the B side. Eyeballers have somewhat over-rotated. I think Shine is still in towards Heaven, so he has got some sort of tabs over on this B side. And once that smoke blooms in Heaven, they're going to realize what's going on here. But the Molly's gone deep in towards CT as well, so that will deny the immediate rotations. A Molly in response from Eyeballers delays the bomb plants. They kind of cancel each other out, but Ecstatic are still in with a chance here.
Kragan, not really as much now, and Salazar, sure, he's able to get the one, but then gets overwhelmed by Shine. Very scary, though, because Shine only survives with 11 HP. JW then would have had to clutch up with the orb. That mainly rests on Kragan there. He had to get that first kill if they wanted any shot to be able to hold the line further. Still Ecstatic. They've already got 4 on the T side, enough money on the pocket to buy into the round again and keep this one competitive.
All right, well, here we go. Eyeballers on the board, win this round. They then break that T-side economy, and they can draw within a round at that point. They've gotten close. They've been doing damage in the rounds that they're losing, but can they get themselves across the line? Heap is privy to the potential threats of Salazar, but he doesn't... Oh, it's actually Kragan. He doesn't clear the corner the entire way through. And that leaves Pepso in a really awkward position because JW's been somewhat forced backwards. That means that Pepso has to fight for his life, and actually does a pretty good job there. JW comes in to assist. But there's still a lot of pressure on the Swedish sniper.
They'll fall back. Smoke in the way as well. That should alleviate some of the pressure. Nade. Secured the vision very nicely, but Salazar didn't really cross off the back of it. Tornado's going to go too deep to tag up Salazar. Just a util game right now. JW fully falling back. Doesn't trust it. Fair enough. I mean, it's kind of the key to the round. Even though he's got a teammate there, he needs to be either one that stays alive, otherwise they can easily check the corner of Sapik. Becomes a routine one at that point. If they're preoccupied with trying to get JW down, changes the course.
And JW just playing the information role now, spotting towards both bathrooms, Banana, and also Long as well, with the jumps coming through from him right now. But there's pressure on the B side of the map, but it's short-lived as Shine's able to deal with Nodios. And it looks like Ecstatic is still going to try and head in towards B from here. It's a good call from them because it's actually still only the one player on that side of the map. And again, they've left this one late, and Shine, he's locking it down all by himself right now.
Still, they're going to be able to get the bomb down, and they are tagged up already. JW just trying to make sure that they can't actually exit. Rotate over. Giving away some information. This is a nasty angle out of Salazar. Patsy being able to get the first kill on JW eliminates a lot of the poison from the round. Shine still trying to round the corner, but they're all losing their life. Patsy doing supreme work, and then it's Salazar. As the cherry on top, they shut Eyeballers down. Just give them the one and immediately back to winning ways.
I really like the conviction in the decision-making and the fearlessness from Ecstatic as well. The way that they decide to go back towards the B site there, that shows a lot of balls, man, because they lost their player who was trying to open up B for them. The other 3 players were around bathrooms, and most teams in that situation think, okay, we've lost our player B, we just have to try to go A from here. Eyeballers had 2 players on that A bomb site still, but Patty knew the correct call was to go back towards B, despite the time left on the clock, and even despite the fact they were down 2 versus 3, they still navigate the situation really well. So Ecstatic have looked great at the start of Overpass.
Yes. They themselves that take a tactical pause. I mean, yeah, they won the round, but they've got 2 things, right? They didn't win it in the way that they probably would have wanted it to be because they had an advantage coming into it. And also this upcoming round, what are you going to do? Because you know that Eyeballers are going to be tough for money. Do you reckon they're going to buy it? Do you reckon they're not going to? Oh, we know the answer. Ecstatic, they're just going to have to read into it. Play a tad bit passive to see really what's going on the side of Eyeballer, but 5 is already a benchmark here for the T side.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job, right, getting themselves up to 5 rounds. It's going to be all in for Ecstatic, as you say, and if they lose this, 6-1 becomes 7-1 soon afterwards, and that'll be a very tough position to recover from. JW's arm's been spotted. Phoenix is just going to force the issue, and that will net him the kill. JW's tough time continues here on Overpass, yet to frag, but his teammates certainly are.
It's a nice move through. Salazar. Not going to have any interaction. He loves pulling out the pistol, he does. He always
Yeah.
wants to give himself a fighting chance, but Kragan, it's going to be very important to this side take. There's only one occupier right now, and Kragan, oh
no.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And here Salazar goes. He's got an AWP, but he prefers to go with the Glock, I guess. This is going to be another post plan.
How do they play this is the question. Nodios is so low. At least they have locked in the plant, but there's a massive flank coming through from Sapek right now. I just don't see a way for Ecstatic to win this. They kind of have to just bank and gamble that there's nobody flanking out right now. And there we go. Sapek hears all the footsteps, free frag on Salazar. Nodios has no health. And surely there's no chance. I mean, there's no kit here for the CT side, but I don't have the faith. I mean, Sapik is kind of playing this perfectly. There is even a smoke on the bomb. Nodios, you have to hit the gamble shot here. Further right, lad. Has to connect on the shot, and it's going to be Heap who covers his teammate. And Eyeballers will get their second round on the board.
Yeah, that's... Eyeballers holding all the cards there in the 1v3 against the knob with a smoke on the bomb as well. There's not really much else you could hope for. Even take the AWP into the next round, but JW still 0-6. Definitely important that he gets online because we talked about this. It's the AWPer's playground. If your AWPer then doesn't manage to activate, well, then you're going to be looking at a scoreline like 2-5. You've got Salazar, meanwhile 10-4. Definitely different on the flip side. Eyeballers. This is that round where they can finally start tallying them together. Ecstatic have bought into it with everything that they've got. They're going to go broke, so Eyeballers, they're already looking at 4 if they win this round.
Pepsol, a couple guests on his doorstep right now, and he deals with them in kind. Headshots aplenty. Ecstatic all in here on this round. Lose this, 5-3 becomes 5-4. And they're desperately trying to keep distance between themselves and Eyeballers, but it's not looking likely. Sapik once more. These guys are ruling with an iron fist, but not necessary to force the issue as much as they have.
Patsy. Shine. Okay, he manages to get out of there. They very well be in for a surprise here. Shine easily shuts them down. And that's that. Eyeballers. 3 left alive. They can count themselves as happy as well. Ecstatic, they're just going to have to accept this loss, basically. They don't have the money to buy a Deagles.
Yeah. It's going to be their first eco round here, so a reprieve for Eyeballers, a chance for them to catch their breath. Wasn't the start of the map they would have been hoping for, but it still is certainly recoverable. It's just about making sure they keep numbers alive here as well, right? So they can build up a bit of money going into the last 3 rounds of the half. Eyeballers have played Overpass 11 times, won it on 5 occasions. And they have a pretty decent win rate on the T side at 48%. So if they could level this up at like 6 all, or well, worst case scenario, make it 5-7 going into their T side, then I still think they're in with a shout, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, especially momentum, right? Eyeballers. They get the remainder of the rounds. All of a sudden, this is looking completely different. Ecstatic can already be happy on 5. It's mainly a case of not being happy due to getting 5 as early as they did. So world perspective. And they're going to try and run down the A site. That's not going to happen. They've already got somebody through very, very deep. The pistols should be neutralized rather quickly here. Patty on an elevated position, but I mean, it's just not going to change anything. JW hits the first shot, gets his first kill on the board as well. Some damage would be nice. That's not going to happen. JW, secondary for him on the board. And Ecstatic, sure, you got a kill. You don't really care all that much. You're nearing the end of the half as well. Everything is looking all right. You're able to buy up. And keep this one going. Now it would be very nice to actually get a bomb plant though. So let's say yourself with some extra money going into the next round. Ecstatic. Let's see what they can do.
Alright, sorry, just suffered a little connection issue there on my side, but thankfully back in time to catch the gun round here. Feels like this is a really important round for Ecstatic on their map pick, especially with the start that they had. If they lose this round, then they're staring down the barrel of 6-5, and I mean, that just wasn't looking likely at all at one point. So, Eyeballers, huge recovery coming through from them.
I need to continue it though.
Yeah.
Dragon, he's in a pressed up position. As soon as Pepser clears this out, it's going to be an absolute nuisance.
Yeah, this could be a big problem, right? He's in the belly of the beast right now.
They should have the presence of mind though that they haven't cleared this out, so they shouldn't take anything for granted. Oh, yeah, they didn't realize this at all. Kragan, he's just going to be able to run through, but this might pose some other problems because JW is still very much there. He'll try and intervene, but they've all crossed already, barring the bomb. Naughtius, that should be a kill every day of the week. JW, down the backs of Patsy, nails him, at least. And then you've still got the bomb, right? This is such a weird round. All the way through Sapik. It's going to crush onto the scene shine. Last hope for Eyeballer, but it's the top dog. He's tagged up though, and I think they heard that. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Both of them swiveling on him.
Yeah, really good work. I like that they just push together or peek together there to make sure there's no chance that they get isolated while one's planting the bomb. Get the frag, get the round, and with that keep distance between themselves and Eyeballers. And that was all on Kragan, right? You called it, man. We could see it playing out a mile away what was going to happen there with Kragan in that deep position, and he plays it really well. I just love how Ecstatic have that switch. They can just flick that switch and all of a sudden they're all over their opponents.
Fine. Play an anti-flash. Meanwhile, Sapik holding short. Explode and smoke, and Sapik, he's got them all laid out right in front of him. Does get return frag, but all the kills do land in favor of Eyeballers, but they're still a deagle on heap. That's not being punished right now by Patty. They're trying to fall back. JW just holding the line, and he's crunched in between. Patty can't really go anywhere. Now he can.
Yeah, there's so much time left on the clock here for Patty to try and navigate the situation, and JW does seriously need to start to consider that perhaps he's gone back through Monster Tunnel, and there we go. The thought will cross his mind. Angle being held. I mean, this has to be JW's frag every day of the week, and there we go. Patty appears in his scope, and that will result in the frag. So, 6-5. Eyeballers keeping themselves in contention. They're keeping Ecstatic within reach right now. And look at Ecstatic's money. There really isn't much to speak of, which means they're going to have to just force buy with it being the last round. But a prime opportunity for Eyeballers to get a 6th on the board.
Ecstatic. Still, if this is tied up at the halftime, they're going to be entirely happy.
Yeah.
With it standing, Pepser. This is a lot of aggression with Queenix. He's just going to hear this and wait for Pepser to turn around the corner. Now Queenix is in a bit of trouble. He's going to start spraying preemptively. JW, in the meanwhile, puts a bullet in the face of Kragan. This is not the start that Ecstatic were looking for, but Sapik has to be careful here. Naughtius down low. Naughtius again loses out that battle.
Looking great right now for Eyeballers in the 4v2. It feels like Ecstatic have kind of struggled in the earlier stages of some of these rounds, but they always find a way to fight back, right? It's just got to kind of wonder, what if they had started these rounds a bit stronger, traded a bit more effectively? Two players on either bomb site right now for Eyeballers means Ecstatic are going to have a level playing field in terms of the numbers. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 pushing into A, but that means they can't really afford to lose either of their players when it comes through to the exec. And that's going to be difficult.
W has to be careful with the jump up. And, all these utilities fending off Ecstatic very nicely. You need to hit your shots if you just can't enter the site. At some point that utility is going to fade though, and JW knows that. And there he goes. Now that JW is activated, all of a sudden ending the half 7 and 7. Perfectly fine for him, at least personally.
Yeah, absolutely. He was, what, 0 and 6 at one point, so he gets 7 frags and dies once from that point. One expect bringing those odds back a whole lot closer, which makes sense after the resurgence from Eyeballers. They were losing 5-1, so they very happy with that 6-all halftime scoreline that they were able to accomplish.
Eyeballers. Pistol round that does have a bit of emphasis on it, and they go with a lot of utility. Looks like they're currently keeping a keen eye over towards that A site. Ecstatic. Look at this Cataphracts going on at long. Kragan tapping away a distance, and that would be a bad player to go down if Shine hit the paving. That's all the util. Just dropped. Epic. Prepped up. Salazar prepared.
Yeah, big kill coming through. First blood drawn. Ecstatic looking to regain their lead. Yeah, they haven't chased the game at all so far on Overpass, and they don't want to do that here and now. Heap is able to get that trade onto Nodios to at least keep the round in contention. Big question is, where do they go from here? In towards bathrooms, evidently. They know Salazar's here. Had the presence earlier. He continues to do damage, but he should go down, and he does.
2 and 2. Eyeballers. No full access to the bomb site. That's dangerous out of Patsy, but he wins it perfectly fine at that point. You still got a smoke as well and a flash, but that's also why it was so dangerous. You lose that battle. It's not only a free opener towards the site, it's also them grabbing up your utility. KW crossing Patsy. That's a very easy kill for him. Caught the timing nicely. To pull a bullet in the side of JW's head. And Ecstatic right back to winning ways again.
All right, well, yeah, important that they do kind of open up that gap here once again and keep some distance between themselves and Eyeballers, because it's Eyeballers who have got the momentum behind them right now. Gonna have to be an eco though, so further distance should be instilled for FAMAS as an MP9. Are you a fan of the FAMAS in CS2?
Yeah, it's definitely better. Oh, that's a huge name, by the way, but I think it's better still. Well, to bring out 4 and 1 and MP9, I think this is not really the greatest future prospect looking. But Kragan, see what he can do with it. Cutting down nicely. That's a swap to the USP. You lose one of the FAMASes, but the MP9 should be able to pick up the rest. And at that point, you're only going to have a dropped FAMAS in the round. Don't really care about that. There we go.
Yeah, I think the FAMAS is actually quite a lot better, as you suggest, as well in CS2 than it was in CSGO. I think it's just feels more reliable, I would say.
Yeah.
I think the gap between the FAMAS and the Galil has been negated quite significantly in the change of games.
I do think that that's very important, especially with the Galil already being so cheap. Like,
yeah.
It was just a very good budget option, whereas the CT didn't really have that. Maybe, well, we see the strength of the FAMAS in this particular round. They've got 4 of them, and they're up against the AKs.
Well, let's see what the FAMASs can do up against the superior rifles. Oh, Sapnik, he's got the perfect play. Salazar does look in this direction, but it's only going to be able to inflict some chip damage. And that creates so much map control for Eyeballers. Right now, they've got to play outside of Monster. They've cleared out lowers. They've made their way through Fountain in towards bathrooms. Really opens up the round here for the T side. Where do they go from here is the question. Patty's going to get flanked out from bathrooms. He has an inclination, though, and he's also been able to get the kill.
That removes a lot of map control from Eyeballers. Ecstatic. Looks like they want to Push up the monster tunnel. That's just another resmell.